On today's episode, I'm joined in South Africa by my good friend Cole Nicholson and his girlfriend Paige. You know, Africa truly is the perfect destination for a family vacation. It can be as adrenaline-packed as you like or as relaxed. And honestly, there's always something for everyone in the family.
Girl, I wanna show you where the freedom fills the midnight air. Hold out your hand, we'll take you there to a backwoods paradise.
Well, welcome to Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan.
Sometimes you gotta put in a work, tip it on back and get right back down to earth. Soak up that full moon high, find yourself lost in a never-ending sky full of stars and feet in the dirt. It's giddy on up and get right back down to earth.
PV Mart proudly presents Backwoods Backstage with Brett Kissel. Brought to you by Deuce Vodka, Bushnell Optics, Federal Premium Ammunition, Alberta Hunter Education Instructors Association, Enow Lake Lodge, Old Smokes Coffee, MCS Net, Corlane Sporting Goods, and Nutrisource Pet Food.
Aren't quite what we're looking for. Still too young, nowhere near the trophy quality that we want to take or the age that we want to take. So Cole makes the great decision along with Dondre, our PH, to pass. But hey, for your first African experience, it's still pretty cool.
We're surrounded. What do you think, Cole? This is awesome. It's kind of frustrating though. Patience, buddy. It'll work out. It's a couple of follow all our females, but the rams are at that tree there in the back. In between the trees. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. No rush. Lots of time, buddy, don't rush. Yeah, just get on them. No, there you go. Squeezing. No, don't.
First one coming out. Yeah, got him. Good shot. Okay. That's a nice.
What do you know? Patience pays off. We're able to flare up the same group of Impala shortly thereafter. We stayed in pursuit. They made us work for it, but at the end of the day, we put ourselves in a position to be successful, and Cole made no mistake.
That's a beautiful old grand.
That's freaking awesome, Impala, man.
Yeah.
Ah, boy. Dondre, get in there.
Well, we were struggling up and down, but you got a nice, beautiful old Impala, huh?
It's a decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice thick
Beautiful.
horns, thick neck. We can still brag. You're the first Canadian that actually killed something on this trip so far, and you can put that in the credits. So we was chasing these Impalas up and down the whole day. Had opportunity of one or two, but if you look at the back, how tall the grass is, you can just see the tips of the horns. And yeah, this is actually the first one that really actually gave us a shot. So yeah, Cole made a good shot. It's down. And it's a beautiful old ram. If you look at the bases, how thick it is, he's rubbing all the secondary growth. Did you get the shot, Jordan?
15 seconds.
Man, they're pretty.
Watch out for that. You see what I mean about the tips?
Yeah.
Square. The other ones, the chips are too close.
Just a calm waiting.
Does everything nice black one? That's what I want.
Can you see him looking at us the way you're
Yeah, no, that's a common one. Nice black one. Just patience, no rush.
Very important when you're taking somebody who's either brand new to hunting or fairly new to hunting to provide them with the coaching that they need. Now, I don't mean that I'm an expert or anybody's an expert, but the biggest thing is just remain calm. This person's already excited enough as it is. Remain calm, educate them on making an appropriate shot, and they're gonna do the rest.
When they turn, just right behind the shoulder and just touch the trigger. On the shoulder. Just right in that shoulder area. Don't rush it, you got time. Just breathe. Right in that shoulder where its muscle is. On the leg. Whenever you're ready. You can shoot him now.
Just reload. Good shot.
Oh, I'm shaking.
How was that?
Okay, let's just go closer just to make sure. But great shot.
Awesome shot.
It's not that close, I found you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Good shooting. It's a beautiful
Holy
card,
cow.
eh? More or less the same length in yeah. Just a different shape again.
I don't think he's as big as Cole's.
No, remember he has a deeper saddle. So it's the same as Cole's, just a different shape. Well, congrats. First African animal. Yeah, so it's Thursday morning, the 10th, day 3 basically. Around about just before 8. So this morning we decided we're going to come to this different area to get a nice impala and maybe a zebra. And yeah, so we drove around, saw loads of blesbuck, wildebeest. First time we saw a couple of rams, a bachelor herd. We decided let's go do a little stalk on them. Walked around about 200-300 yards and basically put the sticks up. There's a couple of rams staring right at us. And decided let's move a little 30 yards to the right. Got on the sticks and you can just tell us what happened.
Got on the stick, was a little shaky, but went after the one on the right, and here we are.
Yeah, well, it's our first time shooting from sticks. Shot was around about 120, 130 yards. Quartering towards, no, not the easiest shot. She drilled it, it's down, everybody smiles. And one of these things is, like I said, is day 3. We most probably saw 10 or 11 different species in the last 3 days. But did around about 40 stalks, managed to get 2 animals at the moment. Africa's just that place, basically, where you're going to see, if you're lucky, between 8 to 12 different species up and down. You can have opportunity, run up a couple of stalks, get on the sticks, make sure you get the first buck feeder out a couple of days, make that shot, get your trophy. You can bring your family, your kids, high maintenance girls like Paige, and basically enjoy it. Afterwards, there's a lot of activities to do. We can go to the elephants, golf courses, spa days, photographic safaris, literally anything you think about, we can do it at this side, and you're going to have a blast of the time. Hunting, vacation, all the drinks you have, and enjoy every moment of it.
What do you think, Paige?
I definitely agree. Good time.
That you're high maintenance. Well, congrats again.
Yeah, thanks.
Stel sy kop op en druk ons die neus net reg uit. Ja. Sy horings is reg. Aan die kant is ook nie. Goed so. Trek gou horings is met 'n bietjie langs toe. Okay, range. Your turn to jump in there with the crew. Gaan. Okay, smile. 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 Okay, quick, smile. Okay, perfect.
So that big one wasn't a mature one?
Yeah. So basically what they do is they mature about, as soon as the younger bulls get hard, they push them out. They form dagger boy herds, and then basically in a couple of years' time they'll shoot the bigger bull and introduce a new genetic in it again.
And these can get really mean and dangerous?
So it's one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. We've hunted on this property for 10-12 days, you don't see them at all.
Oh, look at them, look at us. I don't like
The
that.
young bull staring at them.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, like I said,
Well, what do you know? Like so many other hunts in Africa, this goes from a Cape Buffalo viewing session to a wildebeest hunt in a matter of seconds.
Right in the shoulder?
no, just the front here, in the chest, between the chest and the shoulder.
On that white patch?
Just like, yeah, you can aim on the shoulder, front. Just wait, it's gonna go down. That's a huge bull, but
There we go.
There you go.
see, it's not that hard.
Got the hitch out.
Well, we didn't have wildebeest on the menu today, but when we spotted this guy, Andrew's like, that is the biggest wildebeest on the property. Anybody wants a wildebeest, that's the one to take. So, I don't have one on my trips to Africa. My biggest advice to anybody hunting anywhere, always listen to your pH. So, it'd be a hypocrite not to shoot it. So we shot it. What a great blow, bud.
And one shot. Perfect, and
Now it's done.
didn't go 50 yards.
Didn't go 50 yards.
This is going to be 30 or more.
Yeah?
Because it's 26 at the tip. 29, 30, maybe 31. But yeah, like I said, if you hit the heart and the lungs, they die.
They die.
That's
Isn't that
right.
weird?
Well, there we go.
And you never shot that rifle before? Not so.
No, this was kind of last minute. Like I said, this wasn't on the hit list. We're out here having a great time and, you know, trying to get Cole and Paige their game before I started hunting. But, you know, like you said, you might not get an opportunity like this.
Yeah, so we were driving around looking for kudubu for Cole, saw a couple of bulls, a couple of youngsters, a couple of cows, and spotted this thing in the open. Basically drove past it and I told Jordan, listen here, I know you guys, wildebeest is not on the list, but if there's one thing on this trip you need to shoot, if you thought about anything else than your buffalo, is this bull. And he asked me, why is it? I said, look at the body, look at the length. It's a really nice bull. So, drove an extra 50 yards and he was like, fuck shit, let's get off. So he jumped off, basically, and did a quick stalk. Luckily, we was on the boundary in the open area. Put the sticks out. It was little frontals. He walked it a little bit. I showed him in the shoulder exactly on the video where to put it. Within 2 seconds, he put it there. Start jogging after it because these things normally don't drop, and you normally take lead like for breakfast bulls. And I didn't even go 50 yards. Stone dead. And funny enough, last night he and Jeff basically made this argument: you'll never drop one of these things with one shot. And it, well, like you said, you can tell us what happened exactly.
It's all on shot placement. I mean, you just got to go through the reps. You just got to breathe and always listen to your pH or any, you know, outfitter or guide wherever you're hunting around the world. I think that's the biggest thing. They do this for a living, okay? They want you to be successful. If you just do exactly what you're told, these are the results you're going to get. Wildebeest wasn't on the list today,
Yeah.
but you know what? I've been here a few times. I know that this is a big, big bull.
Yeah.
And when you say, hey, look, that's something you got to take, you got to come to these places with an open mind, okay? It's good to have a list and create that list, but always be open to the topic of maybe changing some animals. And
Yeah.
you know what? Most outfitters are pretty open and willing to work with clients because they want these types of results. You know, Horns Africa Safaris wants these types of results.
Like you said, we get the photos, we get the footage, we're shooting big stuff.
Yeah.
Clients happy, it's word of mouth, best marketing. And listen, like a bull like this would put a smile on any PH or outfitters or clients.
it put a smile on this guy's face, too.
100%.
But again, listen to your guides and your PHs, come with an open mind, and if you do, be prepared to leave with some serious success. This is a gorgeous wildebeest bull. and I couldn't be happier to have him.
Yeah.
Thanks, my friend.
Always nice
I
meeting
love
you.
hunting with you. Seriously,
100%.
This is the third time. I'm getting a little sick of him, to be honest. But this is great. And Jeff, you can drop a wildebeest with one shot. You just got to be a good shooter.
Yeah. And like Jordan said, these things don't normally drop with one shot, and it's called actually a poor man's buffalo in South Africa, just because how tough they are. And we have a saying, a wildebeest with 3 legs is faster than one with 4.
I love it. And I got to be honest, like I said, wildebeest wasn't on my list. Obviously, the size is what gave this one away. But now that I'm actually up to it, I was probably just going to Euro mount it. But when you see the beautiful coloring and the stripes on these things, you can't really appreciate it from afar because they're filthy and they're dusty. But when you get up to them and clean them off, and you start actually looking and appreciating this animal, it's pretty magnificent. So thanks again, my friend. I just can't thank you
100%.
enough.
Pleasure.
We spotted it. Nice kudu ball and watering hole. We're gonna walk back. Not gonna try and make this something that it's not. I'm just gonna get in a good shooting position, hopefully give him a job.
He's coming right here, Dante. He's going to come. That's a bull.
Shoot. Shoot him. Ah, good. Just read that with me.
That's a nice one.
Come jump off.
You just smoked him, buddy. He's down right there, Dean.
That's a beautiful bull, hey?
Done. Good spotting.
It's a beautiful bull. Good shot, eh? Almost walked into this fight.
Like, what would that score?
Cole,
I'm about 15.
give me something.
That all happened too quick.
Are you pumped though?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say right now.
Holy Christ.
Sien, ek sit in reverse want ek dog hy wil nog bietjie terug doen.
Ek het hom gesien eers nie. Ja, he's dead.
No, that was a nice one.
It's bigger than.
Way bigger than I thought he'd be.
So as soon as I saw the chaps coming forward.
Yeah, as soon as I seen the bait, I'm like, yeah, you got to shoot that.
Look at how thick they are, eh? Wow, that's crazy.
We'll start getting his ivory tips. Start bringing down.
So ivory means that they're good. I can't believe the girth of his neck.
That's what I
Wow.
said. Good shooting, man. And you see what I mean about. Ek gaan nou trek so kom eens maar so bietjie langs. Klein bietjie.
Hy kan toe.
Ja, net so. Hy los. 1 2 3 los. Nou, nee.
Well, there it is. What a hell of a trip for you, my friend. I'm glad that I was along for the ride, and thanks for letting myself and Horns Africa Safaris be a part of your African adventure.
Well, thanks for bringing me along. I couldn't be more happy. It's been quite the adventure, and I'd recommend this to anyone to come at least once.
And this particular bull, I mean, it was your dad and Paige that spotted him. We were just happened to be passing by, and right in an opening, and you made a wicked shot. What, kudu, I know was the top of your list. What was going through your head?
I just knew I didn't have much of an opening. I had to get a shot and get her done quick, and we got lucky and got her done.
And he did. This team here has been stellar, and it's been an absolute honor to be a part of their safari. And I wouldn't have any other PH than DeAndre and Horns Africa Safaris. But I mean, hey, Tell us a little bit about this hunt too.
Yeah, so Boero Cole says he got lucky. I actually thought he shot it high because the kudu just dropped, but it's actually a perfect hard shot through the thickets at 50 yards in there. So good to you, Cole. I really was a hard shot. I was pushing you to shoot a little bit. And like you can see, it's just before last light. We struggled for 20 minutes to pull him out there without destroying the cape. Managed to do that as well. So yeah, well, like you said, the trip was fun, up and downs, left and rights, but the blast, smiling all the way, making jokes. That's what it's about. It's not just hunting. You're on holiday, so you need to enjoy every moment. Me as a PH, normally you guys come as clients, you leave as friends, and it's lifetime memories we make. So, like Jordan said, it's always a pleasure hunting with him and bringing his buddies along. And it feels, at the end of the day, after 3-4 years, you feel like family, even if you see each other 2 or 3 times a year.
Absolutely. And I mean, when it comes to Africa, it's the place to bring your family. It's the place to bring your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife. Maybe not all 3 at the same time, but this is definitely the place to bring the ladies. There's some fun for everyone. And when it comes to, kudu bulls, it just doesn't get much better than this. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in.
One of my favorite parts about these abroad adventures is being able to share them with other people. For myself, we're very fortunate. We get to come to these places like Horns Africa Safaris regularly. But to see people do it for their first time, and who knows, maybe their last time, or maybe they'll return, you never know. But to share in those moments with them is truly something special.